Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Hunter, aka Anthony. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you my third person, first person rig for Blender. You can also use it in Unreal or Unity if you export it right. Sorry about that noise. Just my watch hitting the thing. Okay, but anyway, this rig I took about, what? Oh my lord, 10 hours. Almost 10 hours to make this. I can explain most of this to you except for the feet. Excuse me. But you got like your foot roll, you have your foot control, which is cool. If you want to know how this is done, go check out the Kiwi Coder. He actually explained this whole tutorial, so you'll find this tutorial right here, animation in Blender. He's more a Unity person. I don't really use Unity, no offense. I'm more of an Unreal and Blender guy. Like for now I'm using UPPGE, and if you look at this model you can see, yep, Regina. Not complete yet. I'm gonna do the complete remaster of Dino Crisis. So let me just do this quickly, just speed up the recording. Alright, so I think there's a little bit of a problem here. I can show you how to fix this. I think it's the pole target. I messed up. Try 45. Negative. Nope. 90. And so yeah, you got your foot roll. You can control the whole foot. This I wouldn't recommend using after doing this whole rig. This one, don't use it. And also don't try to use this one to move it. You can actually just lock these. I'm supposed to do that, but I forgot, so you can just lock these, and if you try to move it now, yeah. And also this, also lock it. And also remember, when you're doing a rig like this, when you want to parent it to a model, make sure everything like this and this and this and your pole targets, go to your bone tab and make sure they are not deforming. And to turn on multiple deforms, hold in your alt key and click on the button. So you can click a few of these and just hold an alt and turn off deform. You don't have to go one by one and turn it up, you know, it's just stupid. So that's quick tip for you guys, and now I'm gonna explain the rest of the rig. So this guy controls the arms, as you can see. Then I've got one that controls that. So if you're in third person, you can actually look around and, you know, look at the enemy. Otherwise, when you're in first person, yeah, pretty cool. And you can actually look down and you will be able to see your feet, which is something I prefer in the game. You know, like Crisis and everything, they show that. I don't care what the rest of the world says, that's me. Okay, and this controls the whole body, except for the feet, of course. Feet are firmly placed on the ground, but you can still move the feet with the body. Alright. Excuse me. So, now I'm gonna show you how the fingers work. You see what's happening here? Like a weird zombie thing there. What's going on here is, if I just do this one is following this one is following this one, so that's a copy rotation. So I can show you how to do that real quickly. So let's say this is your fingers. First you select the one you want to follow. The first one, you want this one to follow this one, so you're gonna select this one, then you're gonna select this one, then you're gonna hold in Control, Shift, and then C, and then copy rotation. There you go. Now this one has a copy rotation, and I can play with the influences of it as well, so I can still rotate this one, but it will still copy the rotation, even so. So that's what I did with the fingers. And let me just show this to you. I can move the hand, but also I can move the magazine and the hand. And the whole gun is actually one bloody model. You don't believe me? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there is it. There's the whole bloody model. You can see it's one model. It's just parented with empty groups. So this is a slide, it's parented to the slide, it's a hammer parented to the hammer, and the main bone. Okay, apparently, oh, okay, I know what happened there. Just didn't go too far, otherwise it's gonna start teaching out. But this one you can move by itself, you can move it with this bone, you can move this one by itself, you can move it with this bone, so it's gonna be much easier to animate. So maybe sometimes you just wanna move this out of the frame and then just have this hand, you know, and the magazine just pops out, and they both come in, like everything comes back to where it was. Now another thing, look at the fingers, the thumb, look at where the thumb is. They're both together. I'm a security officer, so I actually work with weapons, more or less. Now I modeled this from a gas pistol Beretta, which is actually based on the real thing. It looks like the real thing, it shoots like not the real thing, but this is what I modeled from that. I can actually show you. Excuse me. That's what it's gonna look like. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this so that it's not so slow. I don't know what's so slow, so suddenly. Also, you got hip sway. Now this bone I added in, so I copied the root bone, unparented it, rotated it upside down, and reparented to the root bone, and then parented these to the sway bone, that's what I call it, and these to the hip bones. So when I take this bone, not that one, I have hip sway. As you can see how the parenting works. I know that's weird, but everything still works properly. was there? Oh yeah, these. If you want good animations, put these in. It's just weird when you don't do that. Come on, man. What the hell? It's not inappropriate. Go check royalties, guys. They actually explain this properly. Put them in. It's for good animation. And also, if you go down here, I can show you a few. Wiggle bones. Wiggle bones. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So that's when I press Alt A. You can see what happens right there. That was just for a demonstration. I actually just gave it a little bit of a animation, so if you're walking, they're gonna be bouncing around. That's it. It's not inappropriate. It's just physics. And I am quoting royalties, guys. And also remember your poll targets as well. They are very important. And also, whoa. I think, yeah, this. If you open your mouth, if you open your bloody effing mouth, you gotta see teeth and a damn tongue in there. So put it in. And also remember to put in the eyes. That's also very important. I didn't rig these. I'm gonna use shape keys for them. And that's about it for this one. Oh, that was my last thing. If you do a walking animation, something that really bugs me, people tend to do this. You don't walk like that. Nobody walks like that unless they're bloody running. If you walk, you're gonna keep your foot basically floating like this, basically straight with the ground as it passes the next foot, and then it comes up and then it snaps down. You don't do this and you don't do this. Look at yourself from a first person's perspective. Look at your feet when you're walking. Slow yourself down. Look at how your feet go. Try to bend your foot like this when you're walking. Try it. You're gonna see it feels yeah, it feels very uncomfortable, because if you do this and your foot comes about here, you don't have enough time for the touchdown. So I mean, seriously, your feet are gonna get confused. It's like, what the hell are you trying to do now? And also, when they go back, this is just for demonstration. So let's say you're walking now. You're not gonna be walking like this. Don't make that leg straight. Give it a nice bend and keep it close. Unless you're like doing like a long, I don't love my life anymore walk. You're gonna keep them pretty close to each other, and like I said, when it comes up, it's just gonna be like this, nice and straight, just a slight, very subtle bend when it comes to the crossover. So when you come to the crossover, it's gonna be something like this, and it's gonna rotate up, it's gonna go back, it's gonna snap down, it's gonna go down, and this one is gonna go back, it's gonna rotate up, and it's gonna cycle like that. And also, just to give it a little bit of spunk, try to turn your feet, just a little to the side before it touches down. Just makes it a bit more realistic. And also at the back I think that would also work. I'm not sure. And also don't do this. Don't do it. Try to keep your feet fairly close to each other. Make sure your pole targets are aiming correctly. Okay, that's just wrong. I don't know why that happened. My pole target is on the wrong side. That's why. You almost thought, you ripped up. No, I didn't. Set the pole target. Don't worry. We're good. Alright, so. Come on. Okay, I don't know where my other pole target is. All the way back there. Why? Okay, anyway, keep your pole targets pretty straight. Keep your legs close to each other. And when they come back, you want to do something like this. Not that the pole target's that close, but what I mean is, like, when your foot comes forward, let's explain it like this. When it comes forward, now you're on the crossover. So I'm just gonna do this. And this one goes back. Look at they stay pretty close to each other. Like something like this maybe. And when it goes forward, no, come on. When it goes forward, it's gonna go in front of the other foot. So keep it on the green line. Keep it on the green line. Okay, that is a quick demonstration. That's just a quick explanation. Don't do that. Do that. Unless you're crossing over, then your leg goes out and it goes forward. It's got a small arc. It's walking. So it goes back, forward, back. Okay. So. And also be very subtle with your up and down movements. You don't walk like this. Maybe something like this. Okay, keep that in mind. Unless you're like ready for combat and you're ready to attack or whatever, you're gonna be standing like something like this. Or maybe you're going to go all the way down. Come on. What the hell? And then there's your other problem. This is where you start doing this and use the bend of your foot to sort this out. The reason you have to make your own rigs like this, like even for Blender, you do not want to use the let me show you. Oh, why is you don't want to generate the rig. You don't want to use a rigify rig for games. It's more for movie making and, you know, high poly animations and stuff like that. Make your own rig, something simple that's not gonna be too hard on your yeah, too hard on your graphics. So that's my rig, guys. I hope it teaches you something about making something like this. Yeah, I need to go to sleep now because I'm actually going to work tomorrow. Well, later this afternoon. I'm a night shift security guard, so yeah. Bye bye. Can do it like this. Bye bye. And that just looked demonic. Yeah. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a very nice day. If you're on the other side of the world, a nice evening. If you liked the video, leave a like, and if you didn't, you know what to do. And if you want to see more like this, just let me know in the comments. And also, I'm gonna be making more videos as I go. I'm gonna upload videos about, you know, remastering Dino Crisis, making the maps, and, you know, cutscenes and stuff like that. So I hope you have a nice day, and bye.